In sports today, we've got the best highlights from the week and a recap of the opening day of March Madness. Here's Christina Suchi with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thank you, Shai. Yes, it's the end of the week, and you know what that means. We're counting down the best highlights of the week on the Humber News Top 5. And seeing as it's March Madness, we've picked all the best ball highlights for you. So, coming in at 5, Kyle Lowry with a headband, dishes to Tyler Hansborough, who finishes with the huge slam. Number 4, James Harden, Fear the Beard, strolls in, dunks for 50-point career-high game. Number 3, now this is just pretty. Steph Curry goes behind the back to Leandro Barbosa. Not a splash brother, but he can drain threes. Switch to the NCAA. LSU's Jarrell Martin throws down an absolute power dunk right here. And our number 1, the undefeated Kentucky Wildcats, come up with the block and in transition throws up the crazy alley-oop. Hard to believe these guys are just in college when they're pulling off plays like this. Now, if things weren't wild enough with those highlights, let's continue to some NCAA action. It was an absolutely thrilling opening of March Madness yesterday. 2 huge upsets, busting brackets all over. 9 games were decided by fewer than 5 points. Truly madness across the board. Now, for those of you watching, you must have said to yourself, that must be some kind of record, and you're right. Yesterday tied the single-day tournament high with 2001's record for point differentials. And by 4 p.m. Thursday, the NCAA reported that less than 1% of brackets filled out were still perfect. Now to some bracketology. There is 68 teams organized into 4 regions of single elimination brackets over 3 weekends. Here you see diehard college ball fan, yep, President Barack Obama's bracket. Each weekend eliminates a quarter of the teams until we are left with the final 4. Now, who you want to watch for this year are the undefeated Kentucky Wildcats. If they continue their streak, they'll set a perfect record for the first time since the 1972 season. Now, if you don't feel like jumping on the bandwagon, there's still a couple teams with potential to overthrow the Wildcats. Seeing as Kentucky's a defensive team, first in blocks and 3rd in the country for points allowed against, you'll have to bet for an offensive team, and I'm looking at Gonzaga for that, sitting 1st in field goal percentage. Or you may want to go with Wisconsin, who were just 1 3-pointer away from eliminating Kentucky last year in the Final 4. And hey, you can't measure a team that comes back with a vengeance. So I wish you luck and hope you enjoy the madness this weekend. That's all for sports today. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Trisha Chan.
Thanks, Christina. Well, it's the first day of spring, but does it feel like it? We'll get sun today with cloud cover throughout the day and a high of 6, a low of 2 tonight. Tomorrow, the day will start off rainy with a high of 6, but fall to a measly 1 degree by the afternoon. Sunday will be sunny, but we'll get a low of -13 with a high of 2 degrees. That's your 3-day forecast. Back to you, Shai.
Thanks, Trisha. We leave you today with this dreamy video. All the fabulous costumes from the new film Cinderella, including the famous glass slipper. The exhibition is staged by Walt Disney and Swarovski, who provided almost 2 million crystals for the fairy tale dresses used in the film. The exhibit is open now to the public starting tomorrow. You've got until April 10th to go to London and see it all. That's all for today. For details on these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by the students in the journalism program at the North Campus. I'm Shai Williamson. Have a great weekend and happy spring.
I want to do credits one day where we just dance. For the credits, just like 10 seconds each of us just like doing the crazy dance.